I'm Keli Jackson, an executive director with Passion Parties, and I am going to tell you a little bit about myself, my business, why I do what I do. Um, First of all, I did not grow up with the childhood, life's ambition to be a dildo saleswoman. That wasn't my life goal when I was a kid or anything. And I didn't even really consider doing anything like this until I started doing it. Um, I was when I first started my business, I was invited to a party. I had never been to one. I had never been to one of our competitors' parties. I didn't really know entirely what I was getting myself into, honestly. But I did some company comparison research. This is the fourth direct sales company that I've been with. It's the only one I've stayed with. I've done some skincare and some home care stuff, and I don't really want to tell someone that they need to spend $300 on skincare when they're happy with the Neutrogena they buy at Target. Like, that's just not my style. I'm not into pushing people into making decisions that they don't want to make, just to benefit my pocketbook. It's not how I roll. But when I started, I was working full-time. I was teaching part-time, and I was a full-time graduate student. I was getting a master's degree, and where I was teaching at the university. So that was cool because I was working like 70 hours a week. And I was living an hour away from where I went to school and worked. So, yeah, life basically sucked at that point. I was definitely working way more than what I was being paid for. I was teaching, I was working about 30 hours a week on that, which anybody who's a teacher knows that you're definitely not paid for the amount of time that you put in. I was only being paid for 10 hours a week. So, yeah, that needed to go. So when I was invited to the Passion Party, like I said, I did some company research, really loved the quality of the products, really loved the background of the company, and the compensation plan was not too shabby. So I decided if I liked the woman doing the presentation and I felt like she could support me and help me and train me and get where I needed to go, then I was going to sign up that night. So a lot was resting on her shoulders, and she didn't even know it. But I went to the party and listened to the woman doing what is now my job talk about how much money she made for a very little amount of time. And I was like, yeah, let's get that started. So I signed up that night, became a consultant, bought my presentation kit, along with a whole bunch of other stuff, because at that time the presentation kits were not only like twice as expensive, but they kind of sucked. So I added a bunch of stuff to my kit. Now the kits are awesome. So lucky you for being able to come in at a time when we have fabulous kit options for presentation products. But anyway, so I started my business. And the first year I was very part-time. I did an average of 3 parties a month and met the income goal that I needed to replace the teaching income. A year later, though, I was laid off from my full-time job, and the organization that I worked for cut in half, laid off 24 people in 2 days, and I was one of the 24. So I started taking my business a little bit more seriously because I still had to pay my rent. So I started doing this full-time, and let's put full-time in air quotes because I wasn't working nearly as much, and still now I'm not working nearly as much as I was at that time. In terms of hours put in, but yeah, so I started taking my business more seriously, made it my full-time job, and seriously, joining this company has been the best decision I've made in my life. I got a lot of education, and boy, I probably wouldn't have gone to grad school if I would have known I was going to be doing this, because that was not necessary. But I highly value my education, but I really, really am very happy with my decision to start my Passion Parties business. And the support that we get here is incredible. The training is phenomenal. The training opportunities are endless. And corporate treats us like gold. It's it's pretty pleasantly shocking sometimes, the things that we receive just for doing our jobs and doing it well. So anyway, now I'm an executive director. That's the top leadership title that we can achieve in the company. There's only about, I think, 2% of us doing this full-time, again in air quotes. It's fantastic. We've got amazing leaders. I have made some incredible friends with not only my Passion Sisters, but my hostesses, my clients, my team members. My team is phenomenal. I am constantly amazed at my team members and the things that they do and the things that they find and the things that they say. all of their accomplishments. They're phenomenal people. So anyway, that's me. That's kind of my journey up to this point. So yeah, I guess if you have any questions for me specifically, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, the other leaders on this group, they're available as well. But my contact information, you can email me at grownupsexed@gmail.com, grownupsexed, in case that didn't come out very clearly. And if you Google Grown Up Sex Ed, you'll find my personal YouTube channel where I've got lots of product presentation videos and some training as well for my team. You'll find my blog, which has lots of great information. And you can find me on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook. I love Facebook friends. And follow me on Twitter. I don't know. If you just Google Grown Up Sex Ed, you'll find me everywhere. Ooh, Pinterest. I'm on there too. So anyway, long, rambly story about me and who I am. So if you have recently joined our team, our amazing, amazing team of phenomenal women, then welcome. If you are considering the business, then, ask questions. We will answer them for sure. Join, anybody's team, and we're all very, very supportive. So we are here to help you make a success of your passion business, whatever you define success as. We're not going to push you to do things that you don't want to do, but you define your own success, you set your own goals, and we will help you figure out how to achieve them. I have, and I know countless other people who have, and it is very, very possible to achieve every dream that you've ever had, which I know that sounds super cheesy and corny, but it's definitely possible. So give the business a consideration if you haven't decided yet to join us. And yeah, ask questions. We're happy to answer them. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day, and enjoy your passion journey.